Hello, 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 folks. Welcome to the Hello World, podcasting with Magdalena. How is everybody doing? Listen, I just wanted to welcome you for tuning into my podcasting. And for those who are new, I just wanted to really welcome you and let you know my podcasting is about personal growth, health and wellness, mastering ourselves in this reality, whatever we wanted to call it. And in the meantime, actually using astrology as a GPS for kind of navigational, as a navigational system, or just kind of give us a hinge in the time ahead of what we may face and what's really going on. So before I start with my podcasting today, I just wanted to, welcome you and ask you how you're handling all these energies, because we are really right now being in a very intense times, and I just wanted to make sure, that, we all take good care of ourselves, because we are facing right now a very challenging situation. And this is what I would say, and nothing new, because we've been prepared for this for quite a bit. But, because it didn't happen immediately, people were kind of poo-pooing it or thinking this is just a hoax or conspiracy or whatever you wanted to call it. But these things, folks, doesn't go fast. It kind of builds it builds the process, and it's building. But when it starts to kind of take this critical mass curve, that's where it starts to escalate. And I think we've been seeing this, and we've been seeing this signs actually in the last year, end of the last year, and in the beginning at 2020, and it was just at the middle of the time how it will actually get played out. So, for those who are following me for quite a bit, I think that none of you are surprised. We've been talking about this, but look, like I said, you have the information, you have the GPS, but there's never the perfect information that will say, oh, this, it will gonna happen. And if you think that somebody can, give you the perfect information, I would actually even not trust this information, because every one of us has a free will, and every thought and every information or every change in our believing and shifting of the energy has an impact on this entire collective situation. So what I decided to kind of focus on today, because it's a new moon today, we moved actually into the Aries, and the new moon is in Aries. Chiron is in Aries and Lilith is in Aries. Folk, this is a combo of very explosive energy. So I would not be surprised that there will be a lot of, heavy duty expression everywhere around us, frustration. So before I go into the podcasting, I just wanted to kind of give you the idea where the planets are right now. Sun is in Aries, Moon is in Aries. We will have a new moon today. Mercury is in Pisces, Venus is in Taurus, Mars is in Capricorn, Jupiter is in Capricorn, Saturn is finally in Aquarius, and I was hoping that it will have a different inclination or different impact, but there is still a lot of Capricorn that's pulling the strings here and some other shit. Excuse me for my expression, but it is what it is. Uranus is in Taurus, and Neptune is in Pisces. Okay, I will just kind of put a note on Neptune. Old world. Okay. Plus new world. Okay. Pluto is in Capricorn, Chiron is in Aries, True North Node is in Cancer, and as I said, the Lilith is in Aries. So what does this all mean to us, folks? I was kind of trying to focus, how I will title my podcasting today, and the biggest issue what I'm seeing right now is that actually Chiron being in Aries, Sun in Aries, Moon in Aries, Mars being in Capricorn. So how they are playing out. The Aries is a pioneering mind and does not like to be lied to it, even though it is a new energy, because the Aries is actually the first sign in the astrology, and it could be a very inexperienced energy. It does not look, like I said, it doesn't like to be lied. So what we are finding right now, or I am finding, is that there is this unbelievable huge amount of anger in the collective, folks. Okay, hold on. I'm just kind of trying to read what I read here. Human this is infected. Oh yeah, a human consciousness infected with a virus. Yeah, that's what I am also gonna to kind of let me just highlight this. I wanted to focus on it and talk about. So this whole thing right now, this whole stage is, as many put it, a hashtag pandemic instead epidemic. There is this different stages. Let's just say that we've been experiencing, the frustration. We know that something is going on behind the curtains, and it started to kind of get escalated. And if you follow what was going on politically here in our country and actually globally, you can see it. There was this incredible push of, I would even use the word arrogance, okay, between so many peoples in so many levels. And, when you are pushing certain thing to that magnitude, you can just go focus so far before everything kind of gets escalated. And this just became this volcano or escalation that exploded. And I think in this escalation, in this situation, we are all getting hurt. It doesn't matter who we are or what we are. And I think right now, a lot of who were really pushing the agenda, they somehow underestimated the reaction of the people. Even though I think that on some level, a lot of movement kind of got stopped in this process and blocked. And on some level, this whole situation, I think it is getting used on the both sides. But what my I will not use the word focus. What my point here is that there's much more going on, folks. So right now it depends on what level we are actually trying to understand the situation. And I think what I'm seeing this personally, when we are talking about there are many layers here, I can actually say that using our chakra system as a stages, first chakra, second chakra, third chakra, and on and on and on, that we are, all chakras are involved right now. And when you see this from that aspect, you will totally understand that that everybody counts here. Okay, what is right now big time, underestimated in this process. and a lot of things is just getting rushed. And on some level, this is very much also connected to the Neptune in Pisces. Meaning, the old belief systems are very much hold still as a validation, or that they're valid. And on the other side, we have this Chiron in Aries. And to me, what it really represents right now from a whole different aspect is that human consciousness is infected with a virus. And that infections could be the old belief systems, old moods, false beliefs that we are faced right now with so much new information, but many people are not willing to give up the old belief system because either that will throw them in a huge amount of insecurity, or they are still not familiar with a new steps or new information. And so, we as humans, we wanted to have security. We wanted to be secure. We wanted to be able to hold on to something so that we can move actually forward. Without that, we have this blind faith, and we've been so much traumatized through the ages. And especially in the last 20 years or 20, 30 years, we've been again going over and over and over through this traumatization. And what this traumatization, folks, really does to us is actually weakening the human immune system. I was just reading today, actually watching today, a very, very good video from the forensic nurse, and the title of the video is Dr. Michael Hold on, let me just see this. Hold on just a second, folks. Michael Doom, DYM, and the forensic nurse, natural solution and logic. They are really Corona update, and is from Rachel Seller, who is a RN. She's actually a forensic nurse. Okay, so if you have a chance to see that video, it will give you unbelievable information and also some solutions. And this is what actually triggered me to give this title, The Hidden Anger, in our collective, because they've been talking about, the Dr. Doom talks about things that Dr. Michael Doom talks about homeopathy, and he's mentioning Nux Vomica for anger and Arsenicum album for the fear. And I totally agree, because I've been sharing with you folks that I'm seeing the whole different layer of the stress by my clients, and I could not figure out what's really going on. But it makes sense that, stress is created also by fear. And under fear, if you are doing emotional work, is actually the anger. And to me, astrologically, Aries represent also anger, and it's connected. It's connected to spring, from the 5 elements healing. And right now we are, folks, in the spring. So, the liver is very much toxic. The whole body is toxic. And it was so beautiful to me when these two people were talking and sharing all the information on so many different levels. But I was also very impressed. They were adding